Hey, Uncle Mark in the mothership, 3-string, cigar box guitar, yeah. So I posted a video yesterday. I was just fooling around with tones and dealing with this song by R.L. Burnside, What My Buddy Done, and I got a lot of responses on what I am doing and tone questions and lots of things. So this is my interpretation of this tune. See What My Buddy Done actually is in G sharp, and it does a that's a really big stretch even for me. So what I decided to do is just take it down a half a step, and now I'm in G. So that was my thinking around that. I also love this little phrase. And I wanted to incorporate that into this as well. So that was my thinking, and then I just kind of ad-libbed a lot of it, and I'll show you that. If you're interested in getting Christmas presents or things like that, we got the songbook, links down below. If you want to start singing and playing, this is the way I did it, was with a songbook. And this is a great tool to help you start verbalizing what you're playing. The only way to really get good at playing complicated things on your cigar box and singing at the same time is to just start easy with just chords and songs you know. So the songbook will really help with that. Also, I've got gear information down there. Also, companion videos, where to find other videos of mine. My website, I've got workshops that'll really help you with this. So let me play a little bit of this tune, and then we'll break down kind of what I'm doing. That in its entirety is what I do. So what R.L. Burnside, at least on this recording, did was go from G sharp, we talked about this in the beginning, to the 5 chord of G sharp. Okay, so the 5 chord of G sharp is D sharp. I decided to keep this tune in one key and in one chord and let the riff just go. Let the riff just work completely around the riff. We don't have to worry about 1-4-5s or 1-5-1s. We don't worry about any of that. We just let this riff keep rolling. And even when you get to those parts where you think you need to change, you don't. So that's what I did. I let the riff keep going. And then in between lyrics, I did little tricks. So what is this riff? So getting this down, up on those G strings. And then I'm going to that B flat. And I always use my my second finger because I can get a really nice wiggle out of it, but there's no reason you couldn't use your first. But that's just me. And so you can just sit here and... But you have to get this down, back, down, back, down, back. Okay, so that's the first step to this. The second step, so you're going to hammer on from that F to the G, G, G. Those two tricks, if you combine them, you end up with the entire rhythm section of this thing. You could play all the 3 lyrics of this tune the way I do it and just play that. I asked him if he was sorry. And what you're doing is just kind of speaking. You're barely singing and you're just rolling through the lyrics just with this going on. So, back and forth, push, pull, down, pull, whatever you want to call it. That would be my first thing to do. Or use your first finger. This hammer on from F to G. G. So I'm going on the D string, hammer on to the G, then playing that high G string, then playing the low G string. And that's kind of how that entire rhythm works. The next little part is coming up to the 12th fret on the D string. So you're right here, and then your first finger is on that 10th fret. That's a G 7th, and we're not really going to worry about hitting this G note. We're just going to play this whole thing. The whole thing. And the dirtier and the grimier and the grittier, the better. So, strumming them all. Hear how grimy that is, okay? So, I like that type of vibe. Then I wanted to add a little bit of that hill country thing right in here. I have a friend in California that's from that area, and he does this really well, and I wanted to kind of incorporate some of that into it. And what I decided to do was strum through all of it. So here I am on the 8th fret, and I'm going to the 9th fret. And like I said, the dirtier, grittier, grimier way you can get this out there is kind of how you want to do this. So we're going from that G7. So the way I remember where I'm at, if I am on 12 and 10, I just know that if I shift, take this finger and put that one where it was, my finger kind of goes there. So I'm here and I just move, and then I get these two notes. You know, the 8 and the 10 on the D string. So I'm here on the 12, 10, then I just go here. And I am isolating these notes so that I can get all of the strings rocking. And I do the same thing down here with the notes that are common, F and G. And so you add all this together and you get this rockety, gritty, I don't know what to call it, it's beautiful sound. And then you can come right out of it. So you can be in a nice little groove. It breaks up the monotony of just this little groove. And when you're playing and learning, even if you're just plucking 2 notes, I want you to find groove. Groove is something that you just have to fall into. So find the groove. Those are the parts that I used. That's all I did. I didn't play through my little Roland here. I played through a tube amp with some effects. Those effects happen to be 2 stacked overdrives, some echo, and a phaser. So if I turn my phaser on to here really low, it gives you... That gives you an idea of what phaser sounds like. So that's what I used. So, you know, I just want you to know what I'm using. I'll put the effects chain of the original companion video, but that is on that video. So take a look at that. Thank you so much for everything you do. For me, just remember we got songbooks. I've got workshops. You know, if you really want to dig into the blues, you really have to understand the 1-4-5 system. You also need a real deep understanding of rhythm and a really, really deep understanding of the 12-bar blues and how that works, so that you have a framework of how to move through lyrics and through songs, and it will really help you. My beginner and intermediate Cigar Box Guitar workshops on my website are exactly what you're looking for. So if you go to that, you'll be really, really happy. Get into my Boogie Woogie section, you'll be really, really happy. So I'm on battery here, and I'm actually going to the beach tomorrow for a couple of days for a little vacay. And so this is what I'm taking with, and these are the settings I'll be using for this tune when I practice. My gain is at 3/4. I'm on that amp type Brit combo. My tone is really only at 3. Usually I have my tone really high. I'd like to have this tune very deep and bassy. So that's why it is that way. Thank you so much for everything you do. 4-year anniversary of this channel. I just can't say enough. Thank you, double thank you, triple thank you. It is just amazing and wonderful, and really, really appreciate everything you do for me. So we'll see you soon. Really, we'll see you soon. We got some good stuff coming for Thanksgiving, man. You're really going to be so happy. We'll see you.